Hey John, how you doing?
Good. How are you
I'm
doing?
glad you can meet me out here today. I just wanted to talk to you about some things. I know a little bit about you, so I just wanted to ask you some things since I've been by your house and I noticed some things.
You've seen my lights on a little too much.
Yeah. Have you ever heard about the seriousness of how our personal carbon footprints has its effect on the environment?
No. What's a carbon footprint?
Well, it's a calculation of our personal contributions of carbon dioxide, the amount of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere by a company or a person, a household, throughout daily day-to-day activities over a period of time that leads to the destruction of the planet and environment.
I didn't know that.
No? Well, the green movement is one way we help reduce our carbon footprint. And it's a friendly movement. It's very conscious, and it's about making little simple lifestyle changes. Have you ever thought about joining the green movement?
No, I never thought about it. Your future and your family are at stake.
Yeah, your future and your family are at stake.
How come?
Because it helps us make sure we protect the environment. Did you know the International Institute for Sustainable Development in Industrialized Countries released a statement this year in 2010 about stating that the cars are the most important factors in protecting the environment?
Wow.
Because of the CO2 emissions, the petroleum consumptions, and then destruction of just environmental areas, trying to expand the roads for more cars and trucks to move along for our lovely convenience. And did you also know that the United States have 535 million cars that put pressures on the world's petroleum market?
I didn't know that.
I know you don't want to give up your car. I don't want to give up my
No,
car
I
either.
do not want to give up my car.
I know, but I think there's plenty of ways that we can reduce our carbon footprint.
Like what?
Like, have you ever thought about walking or riding your bike to work?
No, never.
You live downtown.
It's so cold though.
I know.
I can't do it.
Well, I know the green movement is gonna take a lot of effort, but it will help you save on gas.
That's a positive. I definitely don't like filling up my gas tank.
Think about the cardiovascular health improvement that you'll get, and the risk of reducing your risk of obesity.
Wow. So reduce my risk of obesity, save money, and get in shape?
Yeah, and then you don't have to do it all at one time. You can just start little by little, like one time a week, getting your reducing your carbon footprint.
Wow.
Okay. According to the World Watch website, pollution also threatens the environment throughout the entire world. And the pollution comes from many forms, the car emissions, like I said earlier, water bottles, from drinking water bottles, unrecyclable trash, and even cell phones cause a lot of pollution.
Wow.
And Texas, with only 22 million people, discharges more CO2 than the sub-Saharan desert that has 511 million people.
Wow.
And that's a lot.
Well, I don't think I could give up those kind of things.
Well, I know we need these things. It is very important that we have these items, but there's some alternatives that we can do to reduce these items that we have.
Okay, I'd be interested in hearing about those.
Have you ever thought about a Brita filtration system?
Yeah, I actually have one in my house.
You do? Well,
Yeah.
you're taking steps to reduce your carbon footprint.
And I didn't even know that.
See?
But it is very expensive.
It is. The bottle is expensive. The Brita system is expensive, but just think of it. 2 to 3 packs of water is going to be equal to the cost of one filtration system. So after that, the water is free. And,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and if you keep on buying the bottled water, you're still continuously paying $7 for a pack of bottled water. So
Wow.
you're not only saving money, you're reducing a lot of the waste in your household, and this helps the environment.
I could see how that could be useful to me and the environment.
Yeah, it's very simple, very harmless. Have you ever thought about recycling any of your other household products?
Well, I like to take the trash out once a week, and recycling's on a different day, so I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah, well, think about it, because separating your plastics and your papers and your glass can help reduce your carbon footprints a lot. It helps the environment with renewable resources and helps us with resources that are not renewable. Have you ever thought about recycling any of your electronic equipment?
I haven't, but do you have some information about that?
Yeah, there are some special recycling places that accept cell phones and computer monitors that will help also reduce your carbon footprints. And I know recycling is on an off day that you like to take your trash out, But there are certain places that you can go, like libraries do recycling for cell phones and computer monitors.
Wow.
Whenever you go to the library, you can always ask them where the recycling spot is so they can recycle some of your old cell phones.
I didn't know about that, but I live near the library, so maybe I can go ahead and do that.
That's a good idea. I know some green alternatives can be a little bit more expensive than others, like the traditional way of doing things, solar panels. They're gaining a lot of popularity, and a lot of new sustainable household equipment are. But the government is giving people grants and tax credits for those things. But we can help reduce our carbon footprint with simple stuff like changing our light bulbs to fluorescent light bulbs in our households. Are you familiar with a fluorescent light bulb?
I am. I actually am, and I heard that it really helps reduce the electric bill.
It really helps reduce the electric bill, and you don't have to worry about keep changing that light bulb out because of the special filament that's in that light bulb. It lasts longer.
Oh, I could definitely get into that.
Well, there's a lot of things that we can do in our households to help reduce our carbon footprints, like taking shorter showers instead of 30-minute showers, 15-minute showers, and turning the thermostat down just a couple of degrees.
I could definitely do that. I don't like taking showers anyways, and I bet that'll save my electric bill.
Yeah. So you think these sound like some simple methods that you could use to help reduce your carbon footprint?
I do. I think now that I know all this information and how I can help, I really think I can reduce my carbon footprint.
And it's easier. It's simply joining the green movement to protect the environment. I hope that you can help these things. You're saving the planet.
Yeah, thank you so much for letting me know about it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right.